Fáilteoirí Varash. You're all welcome back. We had a little break of 2 weeks and now we're back again to bring you more songs, music, poetry and ramblings. We don't ramble very far today. As you can see, we're in Slane, County Meath. Matt also goes to County Mayo. Very suitable location in view of the recent football result. He also has some fun in the kitchen. And we do go back to Victorian London. Paddy has his usual musings and ramblings. So we hope you enjoy what we offer you this week. And now here's a short poem by Francis Ledwidge, the poet born in Slane, who died in the First World War. He was born in 1887. This poem is one of the last poems he wrote. It was written in Belgium in July 1917, and he died on the 19th of August 1917. And it's about remembering his native Slane. Home by Francis Ledwidge. A burst of sudden wings at dawn, faint voices in a dreamy noon, evenings of mist and murmurings, and nights with rainbows of the moon. And through these things a woodway dim, and waters dim, and slow sheep seen on uphill paths that wind away through summer sounds and harvest green. This is a song a robin sang this morning on a broken tree. It was about the little fields that call across the world to me.
Hello everybody, I hope you are all in fine fettle today and ready to sing another song. Today I am inspired by the reading the church bulletin of our parish church here of St. Patrick in Trim, County Meath, Ireland. And last Sunday's bulletin reminded us that August is the anniversary of the apparition of Our Lady of Knock. And let me read a little bit. At about 8 p.m. on Thursday, the 21st of August, 1879, the Blessed Virgin Mary, St. Joseph and St. John the Evangelist appeared at the south gable of the church at Knock. Beside them, and a little to the right, was an altar with a cross and the figure of a lamb, around which angels hovered. There were 15 official witnesses to the apparition, young and old, who watched it for 2 hours in the pouring rain as they recited the Rosary. Now today, Knock is one of the world's major Marian shrines. And Donna, our own composer stroke singer, composed this very lovely song, Our Lady of Knock, and it's appropriate that I sing it. And I would like to particularly dedicate this to Mary Ann and Rita in Kells, in gratitude for all their nice comments and support. So do please join in. There were people of all ages gathered round the gable wall, poor and humble men and women, little children that you called. We are We're gathered here before you, and our hearts are just the same, filled with joy at such a vision, as we praise your name. Golden Rose, Queen of Ireland, all my cares and troubles cease, as I kneel with love before you, Lady of Knock, my Queen of Peace. Though your message was unspoken, still the truth in silence lies, as we gaze upon your vision, and the truth I try to find. Here I stand with John the teacher, and with Joseph at your side, and I see the Lamb of God on the altar glorified. Golden Rose, Queen of Ireland, all my cares and troubles cease, as I kneel with love before you, Lady of Knock, my Queen of Peace. And the Lamb will conquer, and the woman clothed in the sun will shine her light on everyone. And the Lamb will conquer, and the woman clothed in the sun will shine her light on everyone. Golden Rose, Queen of Ireland, all my cares and troubles cease, as I kneel with love before you, Lady of Knock, my Queen of Peace. Lady of Knock, my Queen of Peace. Now, I hope you enjoy that, and thank you for your participation. Thank you.
We'll be back after this short break.
Keep collecting your Texaco tokens from participating Texaco stations for this superb personal stereo cassette player. Just one of the exciting free gifts from the great Texaco collection.
Only at Quinsworth can you get these money off coupons. There are millions in our summer giveaway. There's 5p off Brillo pads, Lux soap, Chef ketchup, and all these well-known brands. There's 10p off Prona margarine, Chef salad cream, Domestos, and all these leading brands. And there's 20p off all these leading brands with your giveaway coupon. And don't forget, there's an Opel Kadett to be won each week during our summer giveaway. If you want to be a winner, you gotta go to Quinsworth, okay?
Here's a poem I wrote during the pandemic lockdown earlier this year, when people like me, the vulnerable, which was a nice way of saying old people, had to stay in their own territory, in their own house and garden. So dreaming of what I'd do when the lockdown ended, I wrote this poem. And there was a lot of talk of roadmaps and release roadmaps. So this was mine. My release roadmap. Stage 1. I will cross the wooden footbridge. Hope to see a heron, kingfisher. Throw 3 stones into the Boyne. Requiem for childhood freedoms. Envy swallows skimming the castle's broken battlements. Stage 2. I will order coffee, medium Americano. Sit, wait for company. Kneel before the execution scene in the stained glass window. Buy 6 small trailing fuchsia to fill 2 hanging baskets. Stage 3. I will salvage 10 old bricks from the Carrowlaughan fireplace. Search Galway second-hand bookshops for old poetry books. Mouth the hymns at evensong in Hereford Cathedral. And now Paddy Smith reads some more extracts from his diary.
Well, hello again. It's great to be back. Sunday the 11th of July. I watched something tonight I wouldn't normally watch on the telly. What they call, I think, a slasher movie. I started watching it last night and finished it tonight. And you know what? It wasn't half bad at all, but I wouldn't be saying that to everybody now. Tonight I'm having bad memories. It's the 11th night, the night before the 12th of July, bonfire night in the north. Memories of working up there covering the troubles, and I shudder. Monday the 12th of July. The car saga continues on Done Deal. This morning I reduced the price from €1,200 to €700. I got no responses at 1,200, but within hours I get 2 responses. I go into the mode where I'm thinking like a fisherman on the Boyne. 2 nibbles. The cork is bobbing up and down a bit, but patience, patience. I don't want to appear to be too eager, so I don't reply straight away. The reality is I'm sitting at my laptop waiting, but patience, patience. I reply to one of them late in the day. The other one I leave him to stew overnight. The reality is that it's me that's stewing. Tuesday the 13th of July. Today turned out to be possibly one of the most interesting days I've had for a very long time. It started off when we decided to treat ourselves to breakfast in a local hotel. Not in the hotel, of course, but outdoor dining under one of those big umbrellas, and it was great. We did the occasion justice by having the full Irish. Oh yes, oh yes. On Done Deal, I replied to the second interested party at about 10 a.m. and then he acknowledged the message, as did the chap from last night. So far, so good. And then a third bite. I got a text message from Alan from Blanchardstown. Could he see the car this evening? Certainly, Alan. What time? He suggested 4:30. He's a truck driver and is finishing early today. Great, 4:30 it is. Then half an hour later, another text from Alan. He's in RD and driving his truck back to Dublin, so he could come round by Navan, then Trim, and look at the car. He could be here at 12:30. I'll be here, I said. We arrived back from breakfast on the stroke of 12:30, just as this enormous truck was pulling in front of the house. And Alan spent about 10 minutes examining the car. The first thing, of course, would it start? A nervous moment. Well, it did, first time. Then he dipped it for oil, making some impressed noises at what he found. Looking good. You're asking 700, he said. I won't insult you by offering 500. What about 600? Sold, I said. And then he told me a little story. He's buying it for his sister who lives in Navan with her 2 young children, and she's separated from her husband. And Alan says, she looks after me very well. He's living alone in Blanchardstown, and she comes up now and again and cleans the apartment, and no money ever changes hands. I want to do this for her, he said, just to show how much I appreciate her. And that was it. He handed over the 600 cash there and then, and came back a few hours later to collect the car, driven down from Blanche by a friend. It was a sad moment in the end, parting with the car which has served us so well for 14 years. And Mary couldn't bring herself to come out and wave goodbye to it. But it feels good to be part of such a lovely and loving story. I hope you agree.
In this life, one thing counts in the bank, large amounts. I'm afraid these don't grow on trees. You gotta pick a pocket or two. You gotta pick a pocket or two, boys. You've gotta pick a pocket or two. Let's show all of our hands done, boys. Charlie. Why should we break our backs stupidly paying tax? I better get some and tax income. Better pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Robin Hood, what I took, gave away what he took. Charities fine, subscribe to mine. Get out and pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Take a tip from Bill Sykes, he can whip what he likes. I recall he started small, he had to pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You've got to pick a pocket or two. A dear old gent passing by, something nice takes his eye. Everything's clear, attack the air. But want to pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You've got to pick a pocket or two. When I see someone rich, both my thumbs start to itch. Only to find some peace of mind, I have to pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You've got to pick a pocket or two.
Kevin Loughran as Fagin, singing You Gotta Pick a Pocket or Two from the Trim Musical Society production of Oliver in 2006. So that's almost all for this week. We hope you enjoyed it, and we're looking forward to seeing you again next week. In the meantime, take care, God bless, and we'll end with a sing-along with Matt. The words will be on the screen, so we hope you all sing along.
What can I say? Another bouncy number that everybody knows and I hope everybody loves. It's called Curtain in the Kitchen. Come single bell and bow, unto me pay attention. Don't ever fall in love, it's the devil's own invention. For once I fell in love with a woman so bewitching, Miss Henrietta Bell, out of Captain Kelly's kitchen. Way to toora-lura-la, toora-lura-la-dee, toora-lura-la, toora-lura-la-dee. At the age of 17 I was apprenticed to a grocer, not far from Stephen's Green, where Miss Henry used to go, sir. Her manners were sublime, she set me heart a twitching, and she invited me to a holy in the kitchen. With toora-lura-la, toora-lura-la-dee, toora-lura-la, toora-lura-la-dee. When the captain came downstairs, though he saw me situation, in spite of all me prayers, I was marched up to the station. From me they set no bail, though to get home I was itching. I had to tell the tale of how I came into the kitchen. With the toora-lura-la, toora-lura-la-dee, toora-lura-la, toora-lura-la-dee. Well, I swore she did invite me, though she gave a flat denial, and so they did indict me, and I was sent for trial. She swore I robbed the house, in spite of all me screeching, and I got 6 months hard for me courting in the kitchen. With toora-lura-la, toora-lura-la-dee, toora-lura-la, toora-lura-la-dee. Great, you were great on that one.